With technology.
It's NBA basketball on 2K, and we are just about ready to get this one underway.
Thank you very much.
What's not to like? Everything makes sense. Rest the players, more practice time, and all the things you just talked about. Maybe DA, less is more. And thanks for the report. So with Irving on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Olajuwon is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Gilbert Arenas. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Yao in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Washington, we've got Chamberlain. LeBron James is out there with Pippen. Then there's Mourning. And it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
Now here's LeBron. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. He had a nice open look right there. Pippen's got his team on the board to start the game for the Wizards.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and then he is good to go.
Here's Leonard. That shot, no good. And the Wizards now going the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Now Leonard. Scottie Pippen missing from long range. Now here's Leonard. Over Chamberlain. Again, Leonard missing. LeBron against Lillard. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Chamberlain with a screen on Olajuwon. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Now here's Leonard. And the Bulls with another miss.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Pippen against Arenas. Pippen, the pass to Chamberlain. Goes back up. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
And, you know, you hear a lot about little size, but really it's the coordination and the athleticism that allows him to dominate the game in so many areas.
You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
Now here's James. After the miss from Damian Lillard, passes it to Chamberlain. Shoots over Leonard. That one a little long. Bulls trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lillard with it. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Clock at 6. Trains it from beyond the arc.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Chamberlain with a screen on Arenas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Of course, last season was a tough one for the Wizards. What was the biggest missing ingredient that you saw?
Well, I think there were so many things going on with the organization, Kevin. First and foremost, you brought in Wes Unseld as your coach. It was a great move, but obviously you have to institute an entirely new system on both ends of the floor. Obviously, they had some key personnel that were hurt during periods of the season. So a lot of new faces across the board for this team. So much went into their struggles.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And it's Lillard again missing. Wizards leading by 4. Pippen outside. Good on the three-point shot. Pippen's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Washington.
Good way to start this game. If you want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches. I'll tell you, most of the time, this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
It's Rodman with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
Well, perhaps just knowing that they can pull out a close game, the next time they're in that challenge, they can go in with a ton of confidence.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Pau Gasol's checked in for Chamberlain. Robinson comes in for Mourning. George is checked in for Tatum. And Doncic is subbed in for Pippen. Irving's checked in for the Bulls. West comes in for Lillard. Gasol is screen on Arenas. And Doncic throws it down.
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
Now here's West. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Pau Gasol, and he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
Here's Doncic. Rodman with the block.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And here's Arenas outside. It's rebounded by David Robinson.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Robinson a screen on Arenas. And it's Doncic missing. Bulls trail by 5. Irving passes to Sabonis, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
This guy's a skilled interior scorer. There's height, there's great shot selection. Sabonis doing work right now.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. West dishes to Arenas. And it's sent back by George. And so it's Scottie Pippen making highlights for the Washington Wizards. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. It's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So with Rodman on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Damian Lillard out there with Irving. Then it's Elijah Wan. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Yao in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Exciting rookie class this year as always, Doris. Just how big an impact could this new injection of talent mean as the season really gets going?
Obviously, it has to play out. It's too soon to say exactly. But what we know unequivocally is one key draft pick can dramatically impact a team's success. So with any luck, some of the teams have absolutely acquired season-altering players.
And Olajuwon drops them both.
Over the last couple of seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
And Pippen gets it to go.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
And Lillard kicks to Irving. Pass to Leonard. Lillard outside. Yao with a screen on Doncic. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by the Wizards. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. He signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
Bulls trail by 6. Yao with a screen on Doncic. Leonard with no one around. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
That is absolutely ridiculous range from Kawhi. My goodness, it feels like you just stepped across half court.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Here's the latest, David.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button. We saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks. Now Irving. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Back to Lillard. Shoots over Chamberlain. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Wizards leading by 3. The Wizards working the ball around now. Doncic passes to Mourning. Yao with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Ming makes defensively, using that huge reach to block or alter shots.
Washington's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Lillard against Doncic. 3, Pippen. And another miss by Washington. And here's Lillard, who brings it up for the Bulls. Irving. No good on that one. Nice D from Doncic. Pippen outside. Chamberlain with a screen on Olajuwon. And Chamberlain gets it to go on the assist by Pippen. Chamberlain got 4 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Pau Gasol is checked in for Chamberlain. Robinson comes in for Mourning. Paul George is checked in for Jason Tatum. And James subbed in for Doncic. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Sabonis, he's checked in for Yao. Rodman comes in for Olajuwon. Gilbert Arenas is checked in for Irving. And West subs in for Damian Lillard. Down low, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Leonard inside. Pippen on him. And that one, good. Leonard's got 8.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Pippen dishes to James. Pippen a screen. Off target from outside.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Sabonis kicks to Leonard. Stolen by Pippen. Pass to Robinson. Now Gasol, defended by Sabonis. Gasol passes to James. 5 to shoot. Wizards need to get a shot off here. From deep, George doesn't go that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised.
Now James. Gilbert Arenas missing on the three. George with the ball. Picked up by Rodman. Gasol, no good. Bulls trail by 3. West kicks to Sabonis. Dishes it to Leonard. And it's West in the corner. Rodman with a screen on Robinson. No problems knocking that one down. Leonard's got 10 points in the quarter.
Kawhi Leonard, tremendous timing on that play. You've got to be shot ready on the catch.
George passes to Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Sabonis.
And throughout his career, the Suns continue to...
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Wizards up 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And as we look ahead on our schedule, is there anything fun you guys are really looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm
And moving right along, things are neck and neck for the Washington Wizards. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What can you say? Scottie Pippen, an impressive effort here today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
They've got Jason Tatum. Mourning is out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Pippen, and it's LeBron in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Now here is Yao. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pippen against Arenas. Pippen kicks to James. Outside for Pippen. A three-pointer, no good. The Bulls trailing. Outside Arenas. The pass to Lillard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Washington shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Here's James. Chamberlain trying to get open.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Now here's Leonard after LeBron James's miss. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the Bulls with another miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Pippen, the pass to Tatum. Back to Pippen. Chamberlain is screen. Lets it fly. Pippen can't hit.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And Lillard kicks to Olajuwon. To the middle. It's tipped. And stolen by Mourning. Pippen with it. Gilbert Arenas covering. Pippen, the pass to Mourning. And the dunk by Mourning.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
And it's good. 2 points.
And the shots just keep on falling for Pippen. And seeing him find his rhythm is sure to motivate his teammates.
Chicago calls timeout. Doncic is checked in for the Wizards. And Chicago also making a switch. Irving's checked in. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Lillard fires away from way outside.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
James, the pass to Chamberlain. The Wizards working the ball around now. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And during his rookie years, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum, an incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player.
And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Lillard looking around. Arenas with the screen for Lillard. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Mourning's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you. Stolen by George. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal.
It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
Wizards making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. The Bulls making a change here as well. West is checked in. And George drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Bulls trail by 11. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Pippen's checked in for Paul George.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Tatum. Great showing for him last season. Putting in about 27 points a game, 8 rebounds and 4 assists. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
West outside. The dish to Arenas.
2 minutes.
Outside Leonard. Looking to end the run. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Absolutely a threat. You've got to be on Tatum on the catch in three-point territory, or just like that, he will shoot lights out.
Olajuwon, good.
The assist, Jerry West.
And so it's Washington with it. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. It's good on the putback. James has got the lead up to 14 now for the Wizards.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Yao with a screen on Tatum. Leonard, the basket Yao. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Pippen down low. He's covered by Arenas. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, the IQ of LeBron James as a basketball player is never in question. The master of reading the defense and takes the mid-range jumper there.
Now here's Arenas. Inside, and stolen by Mourning. And here is LeBron. Passes to Pippen. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Arenas. Robinson's checked in for Washington. Damian Lillard's checked in for Chicago. And the Wizards with possession. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Pass to Tatum. Yep, that one goes in there. Tatum's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Okay, Jason Tatum showing a little strength on that play, pushing through the contact, gets to his finish. That is pretty.
And so it's Washington controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Rodman on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Damian Lillard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Olajuwon. Then there's Yao. And it's Arenas in at the 2. Now here's Leonard. Yao with a screen on Tatum. Leonard the pass to Yao. To the inside, Chamberlain. Boom, he jams it straight down.
How about the body control and just the sheer athletic prowess of Chamberlain on that one.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge. The more you watch Arenas, the more it seems like the sky is the limit when it comes to his ability, starting to do things you just don't expect from a guy his size.
Here's Leonard after the made shot from Scottie Pippen. Leonard the pass to Yao. A beautiful reverse layup. Yao's got his first points of the night.
And you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Knows no one can match up against him and simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Here's Arenas. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. Wizards leading by 21. Pass to Tatum. Morning a screen on Leonard. Tatum, that's for two. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Olajuwon's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Knocked away. Stolen by Pippen. To the right side. Chamberlain dishes to Tatum. Morning kicks to LeBron. Morning a screen on Lillard. LeBron passes to Morning. And the dunk by Morning.
Well, when he lacks the size for a typical center, he makes up for it with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Scottie Pippen.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. LeBron against Lillard. Feeds it to Leonard. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. LeBron against Lillard. LeBron passes to Chamberlain. Banked in off the glass. Chamberlain got 4 points now in the quarter.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
Yao in the high post. Back to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And Yao just so big, he's able to see over the top of the defense, and that allows him to find an open teammate.
Tatum finds James. To the paint, here's Chamberlain, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
The pass to Yao. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Morning against Olajuwon. 6 to shoot. Here's Yao. And that one, good.
And Ming is mammoth in terms of his size. Exceptional at using it to snare those offensive rebounds.
Pippen, the pass to Morning. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
LeBron passes to Morning, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, I love the athleticism of Morning. More so, though, the motor. And you saw it on display there with the alley-oop.
Now here is Yao. Pass to Leonard. From the arc. Rebound, Washington. Chamberlain got double-digit rebounds now in the game. LeBron passes to Tatum. James sets the screen for Tatum. That 3 off the mark. Bulls have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Wizards.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Scottie Pippen.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
So for the Wizards, Robinson's checked in for Mourning. Paul George comes in for Jason Tatum. And Luka Doncic subbed in for James. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Sabonis, he's checked in for Yao. Rodman comes in for Elijah Wan. Irving's checked in for Leonard. And West subs in for Damian Lillard. And that one's good by Chamberlain.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Now here's West. He kicks it to Rodman. Outside Arenas. Rebound, Washington. Now Doncic. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Jason. Congrats on the win. It was a slow start.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
You know how it go, that's why they clicking. They be switching, and the chicks that don't wet. Always got my on me, even though I just be chillin'. Like, is it broke my heart and baby, I'm still healing. Getting that joint at the buzzer. And Scottie Pippen, freaky women acting not. I'm feeling dizzy, free my that's in the ops, I can't forgive them. Stay on point like a prism, silly clowns, I can't be with them. They be up my rhythm, what them bands, I'm here to get them.
The feeling's coming, but you don't know. Oh, the feeling's coming, but you don't know. Oh, the feeling's coming, but you don't know. Oh, who say does that?
Welcome to Tuesday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. We got a good one in store for you, along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. Allie, take it away.
Well, Anthony Davis grew up in Chicago during the Jordan years, so is that why he wears number 23? He said, quote, I wore number 3 in grade school. In high school, I asked for that number. Coach said, you'll get whatever I give you out of this bag. He grabbed out a jersey and threw it to me, and it was number 23. Guys, AD said that'll work.
No doubt. Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Golden State Warriors. On Thursday, they'll be facing Al Horford and the Miami Heat. Then on Saturday, they kick off a road trip to Charlotte, where they'll take on the Hornets.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. And for Phoenix, they grant so much young talent for the Warriors. Many said they should trade for veterans, but they resisted.
And they won a title anyways. I mean, with the salary cap perhaps their greatest obstacle, having contributors on cost-controlled rookie contracts sure helps.
So Golden State will get the first possession. Outside Curry, pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Bryant in the high post. Shoots over Johnson. The kick out. Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. 2 very excellent teams going at it.
Yeah, people who saw this game got their money's worth, and it was fitting that they split the season series, given the enormous talent level on both sides.
Here's Garnett. Pass to Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, man, talk about hang time. What a wicked double clutch finish.
Hey, when you have that kind of space, you're allowed to get fancy. Here's McGrady. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
On the wing, Durant. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
One of the purest scorers the game has ever seen. Durant continues to somehow get better each year.
And with all the player movement this offseason, we're seeing some teams that are still building chemistry, Brent.
Yeah, you're right, B.A. You can't simulate this stuff in training camp, even though you're scrimmaging a ton and going through the playbook. You have to be out here. You have to be on an NBA floor. You have to watch the way guys adjust to things that are happening on the fly. And that'll settle these teams in once they get familiar with one another.
Now here's Bryant. Russell with the rebound.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Outside Carter. Driving in. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Garnett. He's checked by Carter. Puts it up from 12. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And it's Phoenix's ball. Their last game, a win against the Clippers. Looking to carry it into this one.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building, not a good move.
Here's Garnett. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Now Johnson. 8 points in his last time out. Basket counts.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the score by Phoenix. And the Warriors miss again.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Warriors foul. Kobe Bryant.
Some changes for Phoenix. Davis comes in for Russell. And Butler is subbed in for Carter. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Durant against Butler. And Durant with the block.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Here's Drexler. Pass to Garnett. Looking to win the run. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Now Johnson. Here's McGrady. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Both teams deciding to change it up. All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. Joel Embiid on top.
For him, it was a season to remember. And I think his fans would say the same.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the first. Pass to Iverson. Outside Payton. Here's Drexler. To the wing, right side. Here's Iverson. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Outside Davis. Outside Butler. Davis a screen. Butler passes to Davis. Shoots over Embiid. Another one falls for Phoenix.
KD makes those shots in his sleep, comfortable taking the in-betweener.
And Anthony Davis on the NBA's top 75 list. Brent, do you think that was a controversial selection?
Well, I mean, it was mostly due to how young Davis still is. You can't argue with the all-NBA selection and numbers. And, of course, being a recent champion may have put him over the top.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Davis, a screen. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Embiid. And it's blocked by Embiid.
We see it time and time again. Embiid relishes his role as an intimidator.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Shot clock at 5. From deep, Johnson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Back to Payton. Here's Iverson. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And he gets it back. And he's going for the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Pass to Embiid. 3 seconds left.
And with AD roaming around like a great white shark, smells blood in the water, makes the defense think twice.
And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the close of the...
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And take a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
The Suns leading. Here's Stockton. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Duncan, guarded by Durant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game. But sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
So on the floor for Golden State. Just 5 to shoot. Screen by Durant. The 3 from Curry. The rebound by Carter. And the Suns with possession. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Carter. No good. A bit long that time. The Warriors shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Here's Duncan. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers.
And with all the attention he drew offensively, he did a great job of just kicking to the open man.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Here's McGrady. He's got 5. Carter can't get it to go. The Warriors trailing. gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal. And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in. Guys?
He's well on his way, Allie. Thanks. Here's Duncan. Pass to McGrady. Shoots over Bryant. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 8.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, guarded by Russell. Bryant with it. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Pass to Drexler from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Russell's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Stockton. He's covered by Curry. Here's McGrady. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. The 4th spot held by the Suns. Number 5, the Warriors.
During last season, both of these teams were just unselfish, piling up the assist.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. Changing it up here. The second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside Payton. And there's the screen. 5 to shoot. Here's Iverson. Off the left rim and out.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
Pass to Johnson.
2 minutes remaining.
Right side, Butler.
2 minutes.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
So much has been given by Jimmy Butler over the years. Hard to believe it took him a little while to make his mark early in his career.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Butler. And Butler didn't get selected until the last pick of the 2011 draft. Brent, a lot of teams regret passing on him.
Yeah, you could say that again, B.A. Once he did get the chance to play, it did not take long to see just how special Jimmy Butler could be. By his 3rd year, he led the league in minutes, and he's just a guy you always want on the floor.
Here's Garnett. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Screen by Embiid. Here's Garnett. Checked by Davis. Garnett no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Johnson against Bryant. Outside for Butler. Davis a screen. Butler with the bucket. Butler's got 6 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Iverson. He's checked by Carter. With the teardrop. And Davis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
It's all about getting ideal positioning. Once Embiid gets it, the D is toast.
Johnson passes to Carter. Now Davis. Embiid covers. Payton against Johnson. Davis with a screen on Payton. Embiid brings a double team. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Payton finds Embiid. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Bryant. 4-3. Drains the triple. He's got 5.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
That's an emphatic dunk coming from Anthony Davis.
And so we wrap up the first half. The Suns on top, up by 11. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss.
And for that game against the Pelicans, they should be favorites in that one. But
taking some time now to look at our matchup, well, and that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Now here's Johnson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. Man, the defender really went after him.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, you know, after a couple down years with key players injured, it's safe to say the Golden State Warriors are back.
That one misses. The Warriors are back to contending for championships.
Yes, they are. A testament to their perseverance and belief in themselves. They knew once they got healthy, they would be a threat. And they've been a fun team to watch as they get back to form.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Here's Duncan. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Warriors shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Durant's shot is off. For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Outside Johnson. Pass to Duncan. Unloads from 13. Outside Carter. Here's McGrady. 5 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
On the wing, Bryant. With a step back. Yes, on the jumper. Bryant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Here's McGrady. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And that one misses.
At the line for your Suns, Tracy McGrady. Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. The Warriors have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. On the wing, Bryant. He's got 9.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
Here's McGrady from downtown. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Outside Curry. Pass to Bryant. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by the Suns. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Duncan to the left side wing. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Curry. Now here's Russell. Tight defense on him. They shoot again. Pass to McGrady. Fires from deep. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 9. Oh, boy. Looks like he was injured there.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about. No matter your age or your ability.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Durant against Carter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
And Kevin Durant post Achilles surgery. No apparent decline grade. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
The Warriors have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Embiid. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Curry. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. The 4th spot held by the Warriors.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. Boy, viewership numbers are on the rise. NBA business is booming. I guess it's a good time to own a piece, eh, Grant?
Hey, B.A., you said it best. The league is in great shape. We have great leadership, talent. It's an exciting time, and I think the league has more growth globally in the years to come.
Here's McGrady. 9 points in the game. To the inside. And here's Payton. Pass to Curry. They set the pick.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. 5 on the clock. Here's Garnett. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. He has 6.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
At the line for your Suns, Magic Johnson. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Johnson. Smith, he's checked in for Payton. And Johnson drops them both. The Warriors have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Pass to Garnett. Now here's Smith. Nails it from 3. Smith's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 1:20 left in the third quarter of the game. Carter with it. 6 points for him. The kick out to Johnson. 4 on the clock. Here's Duncan. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, great hustle from Tim Duncan, but great positioning as well. So skilled at using his long arms to haul rebounds in.
Here's Curry, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Second team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Stephen Curry. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Curry.
And more artwork from the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Curry making it look easy.
And the Warriors making a change here. Murray's checked in. So he gets them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Carter. He's got 6. It's tipped. Outside Murray. Outside Curry. They set a pick. The 3 is up. The rebound by Duncan.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Curry against Johnson. Here's Russell, and then Russell with the dunk.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And we've reached the end of the third. Suns ahead, leading by 8. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. But you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Now Curry. Pass to Drexler. Here's Garnett. Off with the layup. A chance to get a quick injury report.
Thanks, guys. I just talked with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. As of right now, he's calling it a severely sprained ankle, which I'm sure isn't what Coach wanted to hear. That'll be the end of his day and what could be the start of a long recovery process for him. It's hard to hear, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Sadly, that's not the news fans were hoping for, guys.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
Yeah, and this makes it particularly rough for this team. Other teammates now are going to have to step up, and it seems like it's going to be an extended period of time, so not easy to do.
And for the Warriors, here's Duncan, following the score by Golden State. Outside Johnson. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Phoenix, Magic Johnson. At the line for two.
He misses the free throw, and the Warriors making a change here. He hits the second from the line. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Pass to Durant. And it's blocked.
That's an awesome defensive display by Duncan there, coming up with the block and aggressively sending that one back.
And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
To the paint.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Pass to McGrady. The shot misses, and Golden State will go the other way with it.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Curry against Johnson. Here's Garnett. Shot clock at 5. The 17-footer. Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Pass to Duncan. Over to the left wing. The baseline J. The shot by Johnson, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
The Suns have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Now here's Carter. Russell a screen on Durant. From 13, and too long on the shot. The Warriors trailing. Pass to Curry. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in, and that one drops.
Steph's such an ideal pick and roll guy. The threat of the long ball always there. So whether he's shooting or passing, the defense has a hard time keeping up.
Phoenix calls timeout. At this point in the game, fourth quarter, it's always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the plans, these players are getting a much-needed chance to get hydrated with some Gatorade.
Make some noise, Phoenix, for your Star Breaker Dance.
reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He said to his players, you may want to get comfortable with this lead, but we can't afford that. That's when we get into trouble. Just keep executing the game plan and trust in one another.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's McGrady. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Golden State calls timeout. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Iverson. The rebound by Duncan.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And the Warriors shooting just around 32% from the field. Here's Iverson. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. Durant against Carter. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
.149 left in the fourth quarter here. Durant against Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Inside, Duncan. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Just got to be careful on defense with Duncan having the ball that close to the basket. So adept at picking up shooting fouls like he did there.
Duncan taking 2 shots.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Been pretty interesting to watch Tim through his career have some struggles from the free throw line and then regain his consistency.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that'll put him up by 9. And the Warriors shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. Here's Iverson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First team foul. Shooting for Golden State, Allen Iverson at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second. And that brings him with an 8.
You know, the team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. And rejected. Left side Durant. This one for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
Up top Carter. Guarded by Durant. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for Phoenix, Vince Carter. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
There's 45 seconds left in the game. They get it back. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for your Suns, Tracy McGrady, taking 2 shots.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he does get the second one. And that increases the lead to 6.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Here's Garnett. With his second effort, got a piece of it. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for your Suns, Vince Carter. At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Golden State calls timeout. They're losing by 8. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth.
That's right, Suns fans. Time to make some noise for your Suns Dancers.
Here's Payton. And it's in. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
At the line for Phoenix, Tracy McGrady, taking 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game. The deep 3 from Durant. The Suns clear it. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's McGrady. So the Suns win it. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. Now let's check our New Balance Player of the Game.
you'll be alright. Give me some time away. I took a little time. I'll pray we gon' be alright. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright. They got me some time away. I took a little time. I'll pray we gon' be alright. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright.
So many verses. Type them or put them in cursive. Deep like I'm burying hearses. Preach like I'm doing up churches. They got Chanel bags and purses. And I got some mashed up vans that I won't throw away cause I'm needy and hurting. I keep it in cause I can. I seen it and I think it's in my genetics so I'm indebted. Fall off is expected, wow. Gather your thoughts and collect them now. Penny for my thoughts, make a fortune, bow. How'd you keep rapping offbeat, bro? How? Talking about you getting on the tracks is when everybody's here, we don't need more friends. Just do you ain't gotta pretend. Just do you ain't gotta pretend. He was doing school while they were doing ends. Now he's doing money and that man are doing pen. You know about 6 or 5 of the men. You know about half of the men full of trends. He said to me, they put in the streets, that's what they wanted for me. And I said, gee, someone can fix you a plate, but no one can force you to eat. Like when will he see himself as a king and not just a pawn in these streets? And when will we come together as a tribe and be what intended to be? I just wanna be free, yeah.